Good morning, everybody. What day is it? Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, June 11th, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. You never know. So today is Tuesday, June 11th. Yesterday I wrote that it was July, and luckily one of you guys corrected me. And our prompt is Ferris wheel. Ugh. Not making a Ferris wheel, I can tell you that much. And the color is flutterbye. Which I really like that one. Okay. Just about there. We are just about there. Hang on. Okay. Just got to make a note. Okay. Done. Ready to rock and to roll. Let's rock and roll today. Not just rock or roll, but we'll do both. Hi, Carol and Jewel and Beatrice and Karen and Bonnie and Nancy on StreamYard. No, on YouTube. And Carol, hey. Hey, how's it going? I have more mosquito bites than I have skin, I think, right now. So many mosquito bites. I'm itching everywhere, and they even got under my hair on my neck. So many mosquitoes. Good morning, Arlene and Denise and Ruthann and Carol. Did I already say hi, Carol and Bonnie? I don't know if I did or not. But let's just start, okay? Okay, shall we? Greetings and salutations, Miss Z and Johanna and Christy and Letizia. Oh, they're just coming in so fast. This is me, creator of cuteness.com. Well, I'm not really a .com, but I am creator of cuteness. So this is where you would go to find my books, which are restocked. Did I restock my books? Hold on. I have so many notes to write this morning. Restock books. I'm not sure I put them back on the website. I'll share a post later when I do. Books, collage elements, classes, watercolors, no burnishing tools right now, so hopefully you have one. But he's making more sooner or later. Gosh, I need a back scratcher because they're all on my back. Mosquito bites. Okay, so let's start with our prompts as usual. As per usual, yesterday we did Dutch tulip and orange. Today we will be doing Ferris wheel, not, but I will be doing circles and flutterbye. So we will be doing a pop modern art inspired Ferris wheel today. Hi, Pamela. Carmen, any luck? I hate to ask. Okay, so that's our prompt. Then let's talk about this. Journal Play Day, the 14th quarter is up and ready for signups. So this is our 14th session of 3 or 4 sessions per session. Lessons per session. Let's say that. It's our 14th session of 3 or 4 lessons per session. So it's $25 for the 3 months. And with your $25, you get July, August, and September. We make a journal. You get art to make that journal with. You get art to play in that journal with. You get, journaling blocks. I forgot to make journaling blocks this month. I got to make some that work for both. Journal blocks. Oh my God. Like I don't have enough to do. Okay. That's just me catching. Sorry, just a little bit of catching. Okay. Um, and usually you learn a new doodling or journaling tip or whatever. And I can't even remember what I said we were going to do, but I already posted it on the page. So that's what we're doing. Whatever I said we're doing, we're doing. What was it? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. But we'll do something. So, anyway, this is the artwork that you're getting this month so far. Because apparently I forgot. This one, this one, this one, this one. Let's move this one to over here. This one, because we don't need any red, white, and blue crossovers. And then this one goes with it. So you get all this Americana stuff. American is apple pie. Okay. Really pretty stuff, red, whites, and blues. Okay. Then, oh yeah, we're going to do fruit clusters or a bowl of fruit. That's right. And then you get these. This is what I'm using in case anybody cares. I'm using the monsters because living with a patriot, my dad, for so many years, ex-World War II vet, um, loved the American flag. He had American flag sheets. He had American flags on his wall. He had more red, white, and blue than I can tell you. So I'm kind of done with red, white, and blue. Where are the robots? Here's one. Monster, monster, monster. Here's one. Monster, robot. There's the robots. So I'm using these two together. Aren't they pretty? For July. But I may switch. I mean, I don't know, because I really do like some of these elements. But I am just kind of done with the colors red, white, and blue. Plus, I worked at a job for 5 years where we had to wear red, white, and blue every day. Every day. I hated it. We had to wear blue corduroy pants and a red shirt. It was horrible for me. Don't tell me what to wear. So, anyway, that's the other reason why I'm not a red, white, and blue fan. It's not that I'm anti America, it's just the red, white, and blue colors together. Okay. Because I know that a couple of people are from Australia, Sweden, Germany, Switzerland, and the UK in general. And so we're all doing silly monsters. I'm going international this time because they're not from America. Okay, so next, shameless plug is the Creative Book Club, the third session. We have 4 meetings for $30 or $7.50 per meeting. The next one is this Friday, June 14th at 4 p.m. Then there's July 26th and August 23rd. You don't ever have to purchase this book. Hi, Lori Harris and Dieta. Oh, Dieta can never get enough red, white, and blue. That's awesome. Good for you. I really, after I had this job and then got married to a guy that I worked with and then got divorced, I just can't look at red, white, and blue anymore. It's kind of that thing, that thing. Not a fan. Anyway, also I don't like red. So there's a problem. Not a red fan. Okay, so you don't have to buy a book for the book club to be in it. I've already bought the book or adopted the book or borrowed the book or checked it out from the library, the book. But somehow I have a book that we will be using and going with. Then what we do is we go through the book and we pick a page and we play with that idea. Sometimes it's a technique, sometimes it's a project. This month we're going to be using book pages with our project. So like dictionary pages. Some months why can't I think? I got lost. Some months we make a book to work inside of, and that has been nothing but fun. But right now I don't have time to make a book because I got to get ready for the retreat. So we're doing another project or projects or whatever you want to call it. But we're doing some projects from this book. Okay, so this book is called Painting Happiness, Creativity with Watercolors by Terry Runyon. I can recommend it already. It's a great book. So I tell people if you can't afford to buy a brand new book at $20, because, if we buy a book every month, it gets expensive, but it is nice to support the artist. Some books you can get on thriftbooks.com, which is my favorite place to buy them. You can also get them on ABE Books and on eBay. So those are places to look for used books. Okay, that's enough of the shameless plug-in. Hi, Bev Hill. Bev Hill taught a class last night that I watched. It was fabulous on faces. So if you want to draw real faces, watch Bev Hill's class at Bev Hill Arts and Crafts. Is that right, Bev? It was free. So it was amazing. She did such a good job. I almost had to get out my all stabilo pencil and play, but instead I chose to do nothing. Hey, Lynn, how was the birthday yesterday? Lynn had a Arizona birthday. I would pass out. I would pass out. So this page is still, I didn't work on it this morning because I'm working as fast as I can to get everything ready for the retreat. But since I started coloring in these flowers, I am going to have to continue to color them in. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to do dark yellow on top of light yellow watercolor because I wished I had not colored this yellow, but I think it'll be cuter when it's done. So it's going to be green and yellow. Then we did this where we used a booger dot. Oh, it didn't work. Look what just happened. Now I want my money back. Nope. Do not buy these. They're not working. It pulled the paper right off the back of my page. Well, that's just too freaking bad. So we're going to glue this down now, but I don't want to rip that page off. I want my money back, Amazon. Those are not the same things they put in magazines. So whatever. Who is Lori Harris saying hi to? Judy who? Judy, where have you been? I have been wondering about you and I was getting ready. You're on my list of people to write a note to and say, hey, where have you been? It's kind of weird because I get kind of territorial with you guys. Like if I don't see you for a while, I wonder where you are. But you don't have to be here. So how can I be territorial? It's just some of you guys I know, and then I worry. Okay. So here's what we're doing. Here's my card. I'm going to get this paper here that I had left over from the class the other day. But I do need some yellow. Hopefully I have some yellow. I don't want all these colors. I don't want you colors. I could use green and yellow. But I know somewhere I have some yellow. Hold on. A big yellow circle. Did it fall out? I have a small yellow circle. Well, apparently I have lost. Dear St. Anthony, please come around. Lindsay's yellow circle is found. Thank you, St. Anthony. I don't want purple. Okay. So we're doing like an interpretive dance is what I said yesterday. It's like Danny Kaye doing that modern dance in White Christmas, you know, where I always fast forward it because I don't like his interpretive dancing. I like his regular stuff. But that's what we're doing. So here we have our postcard. But I want to put it here because I am going to go off of the page a little bit. There's our main Ferris wheel. I told you it was interpretive, right? It's not really a Ferris wheel. We're just doing a circle because you can't pay me enough to make a Ferris wheel. Well, maybe you could pay me enough, but not today. I want this one. I think it could be like this. Now I want some circle rings, which are my favorite things to make. Oh, I almost botched it. Anyway, so when I said I get territorial sometimes, what I meant was that when I had my store, this one time I had a customer and she was old. Well, old back then to me was probably 50, but she seemed really old. And she used to walk up from the country club area of where my store was, which was probably 2 miles away. She would walk up almost every day we were in the Montrose shopping park, and her name was Mrs. Ott or Otto. Ott? I can't remember now. Ott or Otto. Anyway, she would walk up and she would come in the store and she didn't even really spend any money. She was just an older lady that she would visit with all of the stores in town. You know what I mean? We were an outdoor shopping area. We still are. It's just, I'm not there. Um, so I want this to hang off the page. Anyway, she would come up and visit with all of us, Mrs. Ott, and all of a sudden she stopped coming. And I cried for a day. I was so freaked out that something happened to her. So my mom was really good with the bookkeeping from the store, and she kept all the records by hand in a book, which I still have one of the books. I wish I had them all, but back then she just shredded them all. Anyway, so we looked up her address, and it turned out that she lived in an assisted living type place back in the day. Hold on. Got to get it. I don't want it sticking up. So I went down there to check on her, and she had passed away. And it really affected me. I don't know if it affected any of the other bimbos that worked at my store. Girls. Sorry, I shouldn't call them bimbos, but they were just employees that didn't really, not most of them didn't have a lot of care in their, I'm gonna put that right there. Like they didn't care about the customers. I don't know. I just have mega empathy sometimes, not always. But like the dog has been really sick and he's not my favorite thing in the world. And I've been really worried about him. So, sometimes it happens. So anyway, I had to write her family a note and tell them how much we loved her. And we sent it to the family. And then the daughter lived locally and she came in and thanked me. And it was really kind of sweet. Right? So that's my story for the day. Debbie is going swimming in Cancun. Debbie, are you going to go to the island where the flamingos are? I went to the island where the flamingos are. I don't know where it was. I was a bystander. My daughter is the one that planned the trip, so I just kind of tagged along. I don't really remember much of where things were. I wish I had paid more attention because I loved it there. Tulum, not really Cancun, but Tulum. Okay, I think I have enough circles. Denise says you just never know how you affect people and should always be kind. Yeah. Well, I mean, the girls that worked for me weren't unkind. They just didn't have the like I don't know. I just had a affinity for this lady. Really liked her. All right, so there's our interpretive dance Ferris wheel, right? Perfect. So let's put this aside. Now I want to make a butterfly. I'm kind of hooked on this fodder thing that we've been doing, so I just can't stop. So there's her body. Diana says that was a sweet story. That's why we watch you faithfully. Because I worry. Who was it? Was it Diana or Denise? It was Denise, right? Who one day Denise watches all the time here, for those of you guys that are new. And Denise wasn't here one morning. And then she came on for a couple minutes and she said, "Oh my gosh, I have to go. There's a man walking up my driveway." And I'm like, whatever. You just don't think about that kind of stuff. And she says, I live out in the middle of nowhere and the driveway is huge and I don't know who this man is and nobody comes to my house. And then we're like, okay, now I'm freaked out. And so she didn't come back. She didn't come back. She didn't come back. So I went on Facebook. And you know, through Messenger here on Facebook, you can call people. So we called her. I called her. And she answered the phone and she's like, hello. And I went, hi, it's Lindsay. And she went, what? It was so funny. So funny. She's like, what? I said, yeah, it's Lindsay. Are you okay? Is everything all right? She goes, oh, yeah, it was just a mistake, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, can we chat? And I said, no, I got to get back to do the show. But anyway, it was really funny. Okay, wait, what did Susan say? Susan says, sorry, it wasn't posting. What wasn't posting? Oh, Susan says, the only two that stood out in your store were your mom and Natalie. That made me cry right now because Natalie died a couple of years ago. She had a brain tumor and it happened really fast. Oh, man, I miss her. Okay, let's see if this is going to work or if these wings are way too big. Well, they'll probably be okay at the bottom here. Sue, you stood out. In fact, Sue, when you started following me here, those are way too big. When you started following me here on Facebook, I had to go look to see if I knew who you were. And I did. I remember you. Denise says, that was a crazy day. I truly appreciated the concern. There's too many people in here now for me to remember things like that. They're different shapes because I didn't do it. I should have done it like this, where you put color to color, right? Instead of back to back. No, back to back like that. I think that's right. I'm going to fix those other ones. Oh, that's pretty. This may not work. May have to use this for something else. Let's try this. So yeah, it has to go back to back like that. So color and color to end up getting a mirror image. Oh, now I miss my friend Natalie. Okay, I think we got a butterfly going here. So let's glue these two guys down here. Denise says the man got out of his car and peed on my driveway. Well, while I stood there watching him, and he did not seem bothered by it at all, but it really bothered all of us. When you live out in the middle of nowhere, you guys, if you don't live out in the middle of nowhere, you don't get it. But man, we have the craziest things happen right off the freeway. Linda says, the person who I've been wondering about is Sheena Watson, not seen her here or anywhere else. We talk all the time on Instagram. So that's okay. She's okay. But sometimes, Linda, you know, it's okay. People just leave because they leave. I can't make them watch me. Can't make them stay. She's had a lot of physical stuff going on, but she's okay. I mean, I think. I guess I shouldn't say for sure. I think she's okay. Oh my gosh, this is a really pretty butterfly. She's going to go right in there somewhere. But first, Sheena's fine. Let's type her in here. Hey at Sheena. Everyone is wondering where you have been. Ha 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 ha. Told them you are fine. Okay, there we go. I typed it in. Wait, why did it say Monica? Monica, fine. Fine. There we go. Hopefully that tagged her. Okay, so I want to do some doodly stuff back here. So let's play with watercolor just a little bit. Remember, this is our Ferris wheel, very interpretive dance Ferris wheel. I'm loving these funky, weird colors. So we're going to do a foggy London. You know the Ferris wheel, isn't there one in London? So this is going to be my interpretation of that, of a foggy London day Ferris wheel. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. Yeah, I worry when you guys don't show up here every now and then. There are people that have been in this group that I have messaged before, but, you know, not everybody. I can't reach out and go, where have you been? I just can't do that, right? That would be stalker like. People would think I'm crazy. Oh man, that's a cool color. Bev Hill, are you still here? I've lost my watercolors that you sent me. I'm so distraught over it. I've looked everywhere. I don't know. They'll turn up. Jackie says, yes, it's called the London Eye. We were just there and it's so cool. That's awesome. Let's see. What did Pat says? Oh, perfect. We are going to London this fall for my 60th birthday. You're just a baby. I should bring the camera down a little bit, huh? Oh, it's doing its sliding thing again. Did you go thrift shopping yet? No, I go on Friday or Thursday. I go Thursday thrift shopping. Why, Stacy? Do you know where I can find what I'm looking for, which I don't want to talk about here because I don't want anybody to know what I'm looking for? You know. Carmen says, I love opera pink. I know, me too, and I lost it. My husband thinks I threw them away because I cleaned up my desk. I went through the trash and they were not in there. So I don't know. I just don't know. Ooh. I hope I didn't throw them away. We're going to do some swirly sky Van Gogh inspired. Not really. Just swirly. Swirly curly. Apparently I can't talk when I'm drawing sky. Trying to get around this thing. I left way too much space in there. It kind of looks like waves. It's the same as my waves. Uh, Diana is very excited for their treat. We are full again, Diana. So full. There's no chance in coming to the retreat this year, you guys. It is full. Oh. And we are having the best food that we had last year, again this year. And now I'm in the process of working on another retreat idea with a cohort. That would be a partner in crime. This pencil won't fit in there. I want them very sharp. There we go. Anyway, that's the plan. These are all green. Why are they in my blues? Craziness. Craziness. So anyway, this pencil sharpener is eating my pencils alive. Yeah. I'm excited about the retreat also. My daughter just texted me, and lo and behold, so last year she decided to do some pastries for me for our welcome party because she had a wedding. And this year she's like, Mom, I don't think I have a wedding. So that means I have to bake just for you. And it's going to cost you more. And I'm like, I'm your mother. I'm not paying any more for your darn pastry goods. So anyway, she has a wedding. So this girl is having 2 pastries and a wedding cake. Sometimes she does pastries. Lots of these girls have like donut bars these days or pastry tables, dessert tables or whatever. So she's doing 2 different desserts. One of them I said, nope, I don't want that. It had coconut in it. And that just doesn't sound exciting to me for, I don't know, maybe would you guys like coconut? Is coconut something that other people like? I do not. And one of them she did last year, and it's always a choice when she does weddings. People choose it every time. Forget what they were, like coconut cheesecake or something. It just didn't sound good to me. Diana, I know you've had a bad couple of months, Sugar Plum. We're going to treat you right. What color is your hair? Wait, no, don't tell me. Diana dyes her hair colors, different colors. And last time she was purple and turquoise, is that right? Or pink? God, I can't remember. So my son, no, okay, so Atticus has foot and mouth, not disease. It's not a disease, is it? Foot and mouth, whatever. And anyway, my daughter-in-law texted last night. Oops, that's green. And she now has COVID. Is this green? No, light blue. She has COVID. So my son decided not to take a COVID test because they probably all have COVID. So, yeah. So they're not doing good. So I don't know if my son's going to be able to come to the retreat and take photographs. I can't even ask him right now because he's just so they are quarantined again for at least 10 days. I don't even know where they could have got COVID or if she could have got COVID except like picking up the kid from the preschool. I don't know, but she's got it really bad. And she's vomiting like crazy, she said. Sorry to share that information. But it's no joke. COVID is still there. Don't think it left anywhere. It is still with us. What else do you want to talk about? Bev says my 7-year-old grandson got bullied on a school bus coming back from kids camp field trip. So he'll be with me the rest of the summer. Little bastards. I'm sorry to cuss, but children are awful. That just breaks my heart. Man, Bev, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm glad you're there for him. I'm not sorry about that. I'm sorry that he was bullied on the school bus. I'm sorry he was bullied at all. Kids are horrible. Just awful little beasts. And bullying kids grow up to be bullying adults. Does anybody know a bullying adult? Because I do. And they are not fun people to be around. So teach your children well, as Crosby, Stills, and Nash say. I want this color. Oh, here it is. Oh, Bev says he has the sweetest kid heart. Those darn kids. You're so good. Here I am cussing and you use the word darn. Sorry. I can't not cuss when it comes to bullying. Little snots. It's just awful. Susan says they learn it at home. They sure do. Those parents were bullies probably when they were kids, and now they bring it into their own kids. I told you about the kids at Atticus's soccer, right? That were bullies. You could tell they were going to grow up to be the bad ones. I watched a really fun, stupid show yesterday called Geek Girl. It was really cute. Has anybody watched it? Geek Girl? It's kind of a teenager summer movie, but I watched it anyway because I don't really watch TV when I am doing my stuff. I just keep it on in the background, you know? So it was perfect for background. I need another dumb movie. And then I also watched something about a tourist with this girl as a Vietnam travel agent, but I haven't finished it. She was a travel agent in Vietnam. Margaret says, time to go all grandma bear on those kids' parents and sneak justice for him. Oh, seek justice. I'll be right up in their grill. That a girl, Margaret. I'm with you. These definitely look like waves and not sky, but I'm hoping that by the time I put the butterfly in, it will look like sky. Is that blue? Interference blue. Wonder if it changes color like the interference paints. I think it was these swirls that made it look like waves. I just wanted it to look like sky. Normally, I guess I don't put the swirls in for sky. Whatever. Watch, I think it's called Cagney and Isles. Oh. Is that a show that you just watched, Susan? I'll look for it. I just always look for dumb shows that I can put on in the background, kind of. Okay, so to make this more interpretive of a Ferris wheel, there's where all my blues were. We're going to take some color. Let's use gray because it's right here. And I'm going to put the seats in, kind of. I'm just going to do little tick marks like they are seats, you know? And then I'm going to put in the center part, which is like the wheel, I think. It's definitely modern art. You have to use your imagination for modern art. So the center is about like this. That's very crooked. The question is, do I care? And the answer is no. There's the center. of the Ferris wheel. Do you guys ride Ferris wheels? You couldn't pay me enough to get in one. Never in a million years. Heights are not my thing. So no, I couldn't do it. Is this not working? There we go. Just trying to lighten up that gray a little bit. The white is barely showing, you guys. Okay, can you see the white just a little bit? Oh, let's put some gold in. Gold would help, I think. Gold sparkle pop. Sparkle pop. Stacy says, hate them, but my kids, wait, what? What did I miss? My kids got married on a high roller coaster wheel or Ferris wheel in Vegas. Oh, I remember that. Did you go on the Ferris wheel when they got married up there? Or did you watch from below? Because that Ferris wheel is huge, isn't it? I bet you got some really good pictures, though. Were you the photographer, Stacy? Stacy's an amazing photographer. Amazing. That's why you went to that ghost ranch in Nevada, I bet, right? Because you were in Las Vegas? I was so hoping that was in the Nevada desert by where we lived. Stacy, did you film at the boneyard when you were there? My dad took some amazing photos in the boneyard. Now you have to rent it. But when he did it, they knew a guy who knew a guy, you know, knew a guy who knew a guy. This isn't showing up real well, so. But it's kind of showing up. I gotta start working on the butterfly. It's pretty. Okay, I'm liking it. Have not been to the boneyard yet. You should go. Okay, so we want to do similar. I think I'm gonna go black. I don't like this purple. It's just too, yeah, no. Let's go black. I need a good size, and none of my pens are where they belong. Start here. Oh yeah, the black is much better. Stacy said, yes, I did. It's a little pod room. Oh god, that sounds awful. I did the roller coaster one time with in the roller coaster in Las Vegas when we were there for a scrapbooking convention. I rode it with Michelle. I can't remember her last name. The editor from Making Memories magazine, and Lisa Berenson, the editor of Creating Keepsakes magazine, and then the girls from Stacy and what was the other girl's name from Paper Cuts magazine. We all got on that roller coaster at New York, New York. That's about all I can do, and I was sick afterwards. Was not good for Lindsay. But it was fun to be with all those girls. We were there for the Stardust Hotel blow up implosion. Now that I could get behind. I do like things being blown up, I'm sorry to say. One of the girls who used to work for me is having a baby, and they just did a gender reveal out at a shooting ranch. I forgot to tell my husband, he would love this. At a shooting ranch where they shoot guns, and they blew up a something that had either pink or blue smoke or confetti or something in it. And that's how they did their gender reveal. So they stood at a safe distance. Everybody had glasses. It was out in the middle of nowhere, no trees, just dirt. And it was pink. She has 2 boys. So we were very excited that she's having a girl. And I have to make her a little present. She's very much a boy. She's a shooter and a fisherman, and her grandpa and dad were part of this sportsman's club that's up by us. And man, she's more of a boy than she is a girl. She's a very boyish girl. Okay, not like a tomboy. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Lindsay. Well, my butterfly is coming along nicely. I don't think I want to color in the whole thing because I do like the background of the watercolor part. However, some of it we're going to color. I am halfway moved back to my studio downstairs. So I have very limited supplies up here. It's kind of fun to have to use what you have rather than everything you own. So I've been doing a lot with colored pencils because it's what's here. Wait, this is not sharpening. Chris says, my husband and I had a cowboy shoot in period clothing. We did too. We shot a gun and rifle. Was that, you mean like a photo shoot or you actually shot it? Because my husband is a black powder guy and he had a cowboy rendezvous thing. And we got to dress up in vintage clothes and go to the rendezvous. That was like 20 years ago. I have pictures still of it. It was a very fun day. Everybody had to be tested first for safety. But it was only like friends of friends that people knew, got together and did it. That was fun. No, actually sit in stages and shot. I don't know what that means exactly. This last week has been the Donner Party wagon train. They do it every year from Carson City, Nevada to where the Donner Party came out in Placerville. And I've always wanted to do it until I read all the rules a few years back. You had to dress in period clothing, including your undergarments, and there was no modern conveniences. So, like, I hate to be gross, but if it was that time of the month for you as a woman, you could not bring those items. Not that that matters to us anymore or me anymore, but you couldn't have a cell phone. That matters to me. And you had to eat only food that they ate, like everything was authentic. And then you got to ride in the wagon train. And if it broke down, you had to fix it. And so I passed. That is nothing I wanted to do quite that much intensely. And it's this time of the year when it's hotter than blazes. You would think they would do it in the cold of the winter, but I guess if you broke down and died, you'd sue the company that put it on. Chris says they set up scenarios on 6 different stages they built. You shot and were timed. Well, that's very cool. My husband would love that. Okay, so My butterfly's going here. I'm not going to glue it down all the way. I'm just going to glue the center part down so the wings kind of flap, and then I have to give her antennae. And then we're done. A little early. Come on, glue. Come on, glue, do your stuff. Lynn says to show us photos for Chris. Yeah, Sue, I don't know if I would have wanted to live back in the pioneer time or not. Let's get the book. I mean, I like the dresses. That's probably about as much as I like from pioneer time. I would not want to have to fetch my own water every day or get up and cook the entire day. Like you spend your whole life just baking and cooking, mending clothes, firewood, craziness. Craziness that I will pass on. Well, I do really like this card. She needs antenna. Where is, might work. Might be too thick, too thick. Carmen says, I like my modern conveniences. Could you imagine? You guys don't know Carmen, but she would die of heat stroke. She'd be one of the first ones off the wagon because she wouldn't be able to take it. I don't even understand how they wore all those clothes and had it be as hot as it was, because it was hot. Back then. Maybe not as hot as it is now, but hot for their body temperatures. But Carmen has to have an air conditioning. Carmen, did you get your air fixed yet? I've only turned mine on twice this summer, and just for a little tiny bit of time. Boy, white sure makes it. I know I say that all the time, but white sure makes things pop. Okay, so today is 11 out of 61, and we did a Ferris wheel. Sure we did. Ferris wheel and flutterbye. We did do a flutterbye. And the color for flutterbye was yellow today, so we did use the color. Well, kids, I think we're done here, which is good because I am hungry and I have a lot to do today. I have a lot to do every day. When will I get up and say, I don't have a lot to do? I don't know. Wait, Carmen, what? What did Carmen say? No, I have thyroid and cannot regulate heat. Oh. I finally got acetone to thin my glue. Took some work. Wait, Shirley. Shirley, what? I gotta see what you said. Took some work, but was able to free a solid glob from the bottom with the sugar. What did you stir it with, or did you just let it sit there? We all need to know. How much acetone for a 4-ounce sugar bell bottle? Any idea? I don't know. I am going to fill my bottle right now as we're speaking because I keep forgetting. My husband had to use his channel locks the other day to get this open. It may not open. There we go. It did open. Anyway, very exciting. Lindsay filling her glue bottle. But mine's not thick. I use mine every day, so it doesn't really thicken up. I use it faster than it has a chance to thicken, if that makes sense. And I'm using the 4-ounce Sugar Bell bottle, Sweet Sugar Bell bottle from American Crafts. You can get it on Amazon. I think they still make it. I shouldn't say. I haven't bought one in a couple of years. Okay, I'm just going to let it sit here for a minute. Okay. That's it, you guys. Have a really good day. I hope you did an interpretive Ferris wheel like me, or you did some kind of Ferris wheel. Oh, wait, Shirley says, I just added a bit, keep squishing the sides until I could move the glob. Also used it to help unscrew the top. Oh, now there's a better idea than channel locks. Because I hate asking my husband to help me with stuff. He's busy on his own right. It's fun to watch glue go into a bottle. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going into my bottle very nicely. All right, I better go because I'm going to have to mess with this bottle real soon. Sue said, hey, I'm sure you didn't see my note above, but if you get a chance. Okay. Julie says, stir in with a wooden skewer, add an ounce of acetone. And you got 100% acetone or the 97% acetone that I was telling you about yesterday? Container Store what? Has the Sweet Sugar Bell bottles? I don't know the question. But I need to go. But I can't because I can't put this bottle down. It's still going into my glue. I shouldn't have done this during this time. There we go. But I got to wipe the glue off now. This part. So it doesn't get sticky here. Should come off just like it does on the paper. Good to go. We are full again. All right, guys. Oh, 100% acetone at the dollar store? There you go. All right, you guys. I know you're having a good conversation, but I'm leaving. So sorry. Have a good day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Right? It's Wednesday tomorrow. Yes, I'll be here. I'll take a picture of this and hopefully you guys share your page as well. And we'll go from there. My book is getting full. And I haven't even put anything really poofy in it, but it's already poofing out. So I'm going to put it under a big, thick book tonight. All right. Have a really good day, guys. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.